In today's video, I'll be giving my thoughts on where I feel the Mortal Kombat cameos are ranked. Let's talk about this. Mortal Kombat 1 cameo tier list. The cameos really make the difference in this game because it's an assist-based game. So it doesn't, your character, what they could do alone is, it's on the contrary because these characters, man, they're ridiculous by themselves, but when added with the cameo, it really gives them an opportunity to create their own playstyle. So you can, for instance, be let's say a Kenshi player that uses Jax and just keeps his sword move safe into the square wave with Jax because it jails, and then you get the hit confirm. Or you could be the Kenshi that uses Sub-Zero cameo and tries to zone you out. So, yeah, that's kind of how we're going to talk about the characters when we place them today. And I guess we could start from right to left. Striker is absolutely, definitely 100% insane on the tier list. And the reason why is because he does, let's say you're going to use, Scorpion, for instance, right? You only are using Scorpion when you get the hit, because Scorpion doesn't have necessarily a move where he's gonna pressure you in neutral or cause you to do something like Kung Lao Lo Hat. But Striker, he can use his cameo to, you can do a 50-50 on block. He can have coverage with his grenades after you do something in space in neutral. He has a restand to where it'll negate the wake up. So he's kind of just playing versatile in general. Sonya, to be honest, she's seeming insane, but I feel like people are still developing a playstyle with Sonya. She's definitely, this character's a lot. This character's a lot, to be honest. She's helping these characters get 60% damage combos. Her ring and neutral is recovering mad fast. And in a game where it's resource management based, we're gonna have to put her in insane. There's no way. Shujinko. Oh, let's talk about what characters these cameos might actually be really good with. In my opinion, I think Striker goes super good with a lot of the cast. Raiden, he makes absolutely ridiculous. I've seen the Liu Kang players using him. Johnny Cage players are now using him for coverage. I've seen Sub-Zero be used great with them. But I'd have to say if I had to pick two, he'd probably enhance Johnny Cage's playstyle ridiculous, and maybe Shao. Like, what he does for Shao is ridiculous. He lets him set up his axe. You guys got to look into it. I'll be posting a video on my YouTube here soon, so you guys can keep a lookout. With Sonya, I definitely seen her with Johnny Cage. The combos are absolutely ridiculous with Nut Punch and or whatever they're doing into ring. It's letting them do like 60% combos. Other than that, I haven't seen Sonya explored way too much yet. Oh yeah, Baraka, insane with Striker, absolute, like, ridiculous. Ended up winning the last pro pro competition tournament for 20,000 in Paris. Yeah, ridiculous. Tanya as well can armor into Striker, or allows her to have a 50-50 off her forward two into plus. Shujinko, to be honest, he's gonna definitely go in question marks here. Like, we know he's broken. He ended up like taking Shao's axe, or he can still Kenshi Sento, but you're gonna have to be a master with him on some he's gonna be crafty for sure. Yeah, I don't know where Shujinko's gonna be, but he needs he might end up even being in the sent help tier. Have to duplicate him. But we don't know enough about Shujinko yet. The game's gonna need to develop, and somebody's gonna need to master him and use, I don't know, so much matchup knowledge. Yeah, that cameo's insane. Sector, let's talk about him. Oh, and I think with Shujinko, I think the characters that are going to do great with them are whenever you study the character and really know what the cameo can steal, it's going to be really matchup specific. So that's probably going to be a counter picker's dream. But yeah, we're going to leave him in that tier and not really place a characters that might be good with them, because who knows, he might be good with everybody eventually. Sector's an interesting one. I'm going to put him in S tier automatically. Maybe not insane tier, because the other characters are setting up like Kung Lao Lo Hat, right? But then they could do something on block. And his is just not giving him as much. Like the missile, yeah, but everything else is kind of it's not the best. Like his little, if his up punch comboed and you can use it on block maybe safely, like Striker's overhead or something to give him plus frames even, maybe that might be insane, but Sector's good. We're going to put him in S tier because Sector synergy amongst the entire cast is pretty good. It's he pretty much flows with any character you pair him with. He has his missile set up so you can get a knockdown, continue your pressure. Um, a lot of his stuff, a lot of characters can do projectile and do the missile combo or get the knockdown into OTG, like bring your character off the ground. So yeah, I think he's good. Serena. Oh my goodness, Serena. This was, I feel like Training Wheels 101. When this game first came out, I was like, why everybody's using Serena? And it's because her synergy is so good, y'all. With every character. I don't care what button you press in the back cameo with Serena, full ass combo incoming. In neutral, you can't even breathe. You better be ducking. And you know what that means? If you don't duck the projectile and you're moving in space, you'll get comboed. But then when you're ducking, you're just stagnant in space. So we're going to put her in insane tier for sure. Scorpion, he's so versatile with a lot of the cast too. It pretty much enhancing everybody's combo game towards higher damage. It's pretty good for the setup characters too, because you can end your combo with this cameo, the one that hits you. You don't. It's not even a summon, so you could just do it whenever. And also, people are now using it like the zoners, to where if you try to jump the projectile, they'll do close Scorpion just in case you jump. So it's pretty interesting. I think it should definitely be explored, especially with the armor characters. If you're gonna risk doing armor, you might as well get the damage from it. So, yeah, he has a little mix-up too. He can do his back pull with his spear. He's actually super versatile, I think, amongst the cast. Scorpion, a little slept on maybe, even, especially for the setup characters. Katana, she could do her armor into Scorpion, get some pretty good damage, and then set up with a little fan. Little fan NATO. He works. Tanya works well with them. You can do the armor, get the combo off of it, etc. So that's pretty cool. Raiden, he can use, because he has a 3-hitting low, he can use Scorpion as a mix-up in there. The little overhead part. Motaro definitely needs to send help. He's decent, but he's taking way too long to come back. That recovery time is actually madness. Yeah, he needs a little work. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. We don't have Tremor cameo on here either, but we'll talk about Sub-Zero and Tremor last. Kung Lao cameo. I don't care what anybody says. He's going straight to insane tier. He's doing everything. He's doing what your cameo wants to do. That's what you're looking out for. What can my cameo do on block? Kung Lao has a low hat. It's also plus. What can my character do in neutral? He can do his low hat, charge it. It's a low. He can jump in on you. He can use it post combo to do a setup with it. You can use him mid combo to get the launch and confirm into his little spin. He has a teleport to get him around projectiles, or just it's armored, so you can use it to kind of cover your ass or throw off the punish. Yeah, Motaro needs help. He needs to get with the current meta. Hopefully they buff him up with this Quan Chi patch. Jax is I'm gonna put him in question mark tier, cause I don't know what's going on with Jax right now. He seems versatile, but I feel like they ended up going the nerfing route with him, and you can kind of crouch. I don't know if they've been finding setups to get around the crouch, or if it does less damage or whatnot, but he's going in question mark tier. Like my boy definitely needs a little rework if that's what they're gonna do with his low, and how he comes out and he stays out on the screen. Like you're gonna have to be a little special with Jax. He gets the damage, and he helps the characters with combo potential, but yeah, I don't know what's going on with this little low pound. Definitely gonna have to look into a little bit more. Goro is really good. I feel like if his cooldown time was just a little bit better, he would be an insane tier, because I don't care which character you have, Goro works. Goro's almost insane tier, man. I think Goro honestly might be. I don't even know if Goro's S tier. We're gonna have to put Goro up there. If he had better cooldown time, that would be actually ridiculous. He's having every character combo off the sweep, mostly every character, pretty much. And helping them with their 50-50s, they're being able to do their armor, get their launch, your special move. He's jailing after, making it plus. Like, Goro has a mix-up with his 50-50, because he can grab you overhead. It's pretty wild. Frost, the thing about Frost, y'all, is she's good. But we're gonna have to put her also in question mark tier, because why does she even exist right now? Like, the orb setup's okay, but it's mad slow, right? Which is okay, whatever. But what Sub-Zero is doing is just like a better version of Frost. So unless we rework her, and I don't even care if her freeze is not that good, that little low slide freeze, but it's pretty much, they might as well use Sub-Zero. It's just doing a better version of what Frost is doing. Yeah, so we really lost a lot of Frost cameo users because they're just pretty much going to Sub-Zero or what these other, cameos could do better. Darius, he could be so ridiculous, man. He could be so ridiculous, but we're going to put him in the send help tier, I think. And let me tell you why. I think that Darius, he's good, but you're using him in a very specific situation. Like, you're using Darius when you get the hit or when you get in on block, right? Which is okay, but Striker's doing that even better. Kung Lao's doing that even better, and he's coming back way faster. Goro, you're able to use him twice. Darius, you use that one initial hit, and if you try to go for your 50-50, that little overhead kick, it wastes everything. Coming back way too slow. He just he needs a little rework. I don't even want to call it a buff. Cyrax, oh gosh, we lost everybody. We lost everybody with Cyrax. He's all right, but he needs help right now. The forward, it ended up taking out your full entire cameo now. So they're not even using him. You might as well just use one of the other ones. You use Kung Lao or use a Striker. So we kind of lost him. He's still useful though. Like, Baraka Cyrax is still working. He can get the back throw combo. He can get the launch of quite a bit of things. It still make himself safe. But it goes like that for quite a few characters. But just the cooldown time, we're seeing a pattern, is just too slow. You can't waste your whole bar for that. Kano slept on. He's almost insane tier. He's like almost there. And I don't know what's keeping him from being there. To be honest, Kano might be insane tier. He's doing everything. He has coverage. His cameo's a mid. He's doing work. I don't even know if it's an insult to put Kano in insane tier. He's working with mad characters. Liu Kang, Kano's really good. Raiden and Kano's super good. He can do teleport. He can do Kano knives, teleport. Yeah, like Liu Kang could do back throw, Kano knife on meaty into jump mad early, because Kano's not an ambush. He's not a summon, sorry, he's an ambush. So he just comes out whenever you call him. It's pretty insane. So I think that if we're gonna place them anywhere, I think we're gonna have to place them in insane. So it looks like at the end of the day, I think the best cameos in the game are in no specific order. And see, these are in no specific order. How I placed them right here. We were just picking left to right. I guess if we were gonna place them in order, I would probably do Striker, Kung Lao, Serena, Goro, Sonya, Kano. Sector would definitely be better than Scorpion being a freeform cameo Sector just helps. Definitely feel more scared of Sector. Just helps better in neutral. Send help, I guess it doesn't even matter which way we place these boys. Cyrax is definitely the best out of them. Then we'll do Darius Motaro. Jax, I don't know if we could place Jax here. Nah, we can, because he's just doing the other. It's just the same instance with Sub-Zero and Frost. He's just doing what they're doing, but better. So yeah. We don't have Sub-Zero cameo. Sub-Zero cameo would definitely be an insane tier, and probably right behind Kung Lao, in between Kung Lao and Serena. He'd probably be the third best. And we also have Tremor. Tremor I would place in the question mark tier. Like, we need to learn a little bit more about him. It's almost like a Shujinko situation where you would need to really dig deep in the character, learn a lot of the matchups. Because check this out. And this is what I wanted to get to right here. I wanted to show you guys this. Check this out. Oh, he is doing it. Yo, this is sick. He got the hit. He was using it
This is
in
sick.
neutral, right? to pop up. Let's watch it one more time. He was using it in neutral to pop
Oh,
up
he
to
is
negate
doing
the
it.
projectile of his
Yo,
opponent to then get the
this
hit.
is sick.
That was wild. Like, it's a game changer.
Oh, he is doing it.
cost
Yo,
me
this
here
is
to pop him out.
sick. This is
He comes out whenever,
sick.
and it doesn't cost no cameo, no juice. So, but that's why we're putting Jax in the question mark tier. Does he not belong there? Is that cursed? Because I feel Jax's synergy is just too good not to. Maybe we're tripping with Jax. Maybe I'll recant that statement and put him in S tier. And maybe even in front of Scorpion. Because he's doing everything that Scorpion's doing, and maybe even a little bit better. Maybe even in front of Sector? Jax is insane, but it's just. He's juiced. He's definitely juiced. Wait, juiced is crazy. But his synergy is just too good. His synergy is just too good. It's just so variable, though, y'all. Like, I don't like variable. Like, the timing on it, when he's going to come out, if you end up hitting him or not, or if it hits. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. But yeah, I think that we're gonna settle on this. And I think that we have a pretty good premise behind why we chose the characters. In a cameo-based economy, you know, it matters. You're not just talking about your character alone. It's how these cameos right here enhance your, the overall state of the game. It's really going to change the game too. You can add one cameo, like let's say they add an equivalent to Kung Lao cameo or Striker cameo or Serena, and now suddenly all the characters are having a whole new game plan, putting together a whole different, fucked up sequence they could put you in. So yeah, we're going to kind of try to look at the game like this leading forward. I might make a character tier list, but it's just so insane when making a character tier list because you have to factor in these folks right here. And it just, it really changes your character. Let's say you only ever had your character with one of these cameos, you would look at your character design based on that. But now it opens up a whole new world. So stay out there, stay exploring, stay in the practice mode. You guys can always come through the stream or hit me up on Discord or on Twitter or anywhere really. Just be in touch, you guys. Hit me up in the comments. I'll be posting my socials in the description here. But you guys take care and enjoy some motherfucking fighting games. Go out there, have some fun, cause some ruckus, and be in touch. Cheers. No, we put sub on there. We ended up putting sub right in front of Serena and Kung Lao. And then Tremor and question mark tier. Yeah, they didn't have them on here, so. But yeah, that was cool. And thank you guys for sticking around through that. I'm going to save this, actually.